welcome back to my channel. This is your CDO vlog girl Reg, and for today's video, this is something very different and something personal because I will be sharing with you something that I have, a medical condition that I have, and it's very personal, but I really wanted to share it with you guys because I want to bring out awareness of this medical condition, and I want to somehow motivate or maybe inspire people who have this condition, and that you are not alone. So we are all in this together. So, but before we go to the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Please click the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post something. And thank you so much for watching the video and subscribing if ever, and welcome to my channel. Let's start. So the condition that I am talking about is PCOS or PCOS. I call it PCOS. Hindi siya yung sa election na ginagamit na machine, but it's again a medical condition, and it means polycystic ovarian syndrome. So what basically PCOS is, you have poly means marami, many, and then you have cyst. So, marami kang cyst sa ovaries mo. So, this is a condition, again, only for women. So, if study shows that marami na talagang babae sa whole world ang nagsusuffer ng with PCOS. And a lot of them are undetected, undiagnosed. They have PCOS, but they don't even know that they have it. So, I'll just be sharing with you my story, how I was diagnosed with PCOS and how I learned that I had PCOS. So, this dates back in 2013. I was still working for a fast food chain company as an HR staff. And I realized that time na, I noticed rather that I had a lot of pimples sa face ko, especially dito sa area sa jaw up until sa neck ko. And then I had severe pimples, or feeling ko acne na nga yun, acne sa chest and then sa back part ko. That was the first instance or first symptom that I noticed. But I did not know that PCOS na pala yun, or symptom na pala yun ng PCOS. So I just thought it was just a skin problem. So I went to a dermatologist, and she nagreseta siya sa akin she prescribed me set of like lotions, toners, and creams para mawala yung pimples ko. But she also recommended for me to go see a gynecologist because she thinks that I had PCOS. And that was the very first time that I heard about the term PCOS. I did not know what it was. I said, "What's an PCOS, ma? Doc, what's that? I have no idea what that word means." And she said that she noticed daw na I have bigote. I have excessive hair growth because that's the second or another symptom of having PCOS. You have excessive hair growth, which is called hirsutism, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, yung bigote ko, I've had that since I was in elementary pa lang. So, that actually bothered me so much when I was younger. I remember I always had to carry a handkerchief, or if I did not have a hanky, I would always cover my face because I was so ashamed of having a bigote at a young age. And of course, I was a girl. It's very uncommon for a girl to have bigote. And that is because you have an imbalance sa production ng hormones mo. So, girls only have two hormones, right? And then we produce male hormone, but super minimal lang. But for those with PCOS, you have excessive production of the male hormone androgen. So that's why meron akong bigote, even up to now, meron akong bigote just like the men because of an imbalance with my hormones. So yes, going back that time, I was so embarrassed. I had low self-esteem because of that also. And I noticed that every time I went out, a lot of people would stare at me, and I would always relate that to having the bigote. I have bigote, that's why everyone is looking at me, and would always feel conscious about it. Um, Kahit sa studies ko, I was so affected by it and bothered whenever people would look at me or would approach me like that. But it was only until I was in second year college that I learned about threading, upper lip threading. So I started doing that when I was in second year college. I felt more confident, a little bit more confident as compared to before. Even until now, nag-thread pa rin ako or what's that? Waxing. So I still feel conscious about it, but at least now I have an option to have it removed. So anyway, aside from that one, or rather when I read about it after going to the dermatologist, I went for a checkup for a gynecologist and had my ultrasound. So for the doctors to know if you have PCOS or not, so you have to undergo an ultrasound. It's recommended for you to get a transvaginal or transrectal ultrasound, but that time ayoko talaga neither sa dalawa, so I really opted and I requested na to have lang the abdominal checkup. Sabi nila you can still detect it using that ultrasound, but hindi siya ganong accurate. But I said, there's no way I'm going to do the other two options. So, yun nga. Ginawa ko yung upper or abdominal ultrasound, and I kept on praying na sana wala, but I had PCOS. So, when the doctor, yung machine na ginagamit kong ultrasound, the moment it landed on my stomach, the doctor immediately saw I had cysts, multiple cysts on both of my ovaries. So at that time, I did not really know how to feel because I did not know much about the condition, and I just said that, oh, okay, I have PCOS. What now? So I was just a little bit worried, but I was not really that scared because I did not think that it was something like super severe or like mamamatay na ako or whatnot. So I said, okay, what would be my next option? What would be the treatment? Should I get surgery? Kailangan ko bang operahan or whatnot? But they said that PCOS are inoperable. I remember sabi ng doctor ko na magpa-flush out lang daw siya yung mga cysts once you give birth. So, you can only regulate your menstrual cycle, but there's no need for you to have it operated or anything. So, another symptom of having PCOS is you have irregular menstrual cycle. And since since high school, when I had my first period, I've had irregular cycles na talaga ever since. I would remember in 1 year, I would just have like 3 to 4 times na menstrual cycle. I would have my period. That time, I was so happy because I used to have like severe menstrual cramps. And I hated that every time. So I was just happy na at least like 4 to 5 times ko lang siya experience sa isang buwan. And I was just happy that time. I did not know that it was already very unhealthy. So, yes, after being diagnosed with PCOS, I asked about what caused the condition. And sabi ng doctor ko, there's really, hindi pa talaga nakikita kung ano yung main cause ng PCOS. But again, there's an imbalance sa production sa hormone mo. So, that's why nagka-formulate ka ng mga follicles sa ovaries or cysts. And the treatment, I had to take contraceptive pills to regulate my menstrual cycle because I was not producing enough female hormones nga. So, I had to take it for 1 year. I think more than a year ako nag-take ng um, contraceptive pills. But na-regulate talaga yung menstrual cycle ko. I had periods every month na when I was taking it. And another good thing about taking the pills was that ang ganda ng skin ko that time. It was glowing and pumuti ako that time. But disadvantage for taking pills for me that time was I had severe headaches. I remember my first pill was Dayan, 35. And then I consulted again the doctor and asked that can I change my pills? So she suggested for me to take Althea. It was better. I had lesser headaches, but meron pa rin, but at least it was tolerable. So I had to take that and regulate, so para ma-regulate yung menstrual cycle ko, and it was effective. After that, I also noticed that time na another symptom of PCOS was mood swings. So I was still in a relationship that time, but I noticed din also, I thought ganun lang talaga yung personality ko, but I was super emotional, sensitive, clingy, and super parang anxious. And that's also one of the things that is affected when you have PCOS. So there's a tendency for like depression or anxiety. So not only yung physical mo ang naaapektuhan, but also mental health mo. So that time hindi ko pa masyadong parang siniseryoso na I have PCOS. Only recently in the past year, I've come to realize and made a decision to have a healthier lifestyle. So that's why I've tried my best to become more physically active. So I tried different types of sports, from swimming, boxing, jogging or running, and recently biking, because I want to have a change in my lifestyle. So not only in terms of the food I eat, but also the activities that I do. So since nga hindi naman siya hindi siya kailangan operahan para tanggalin yung mga cyst ko. So what I thought I had to do was to change my lifestyle. So I tried to become healthier, like eat healthier food, but that one is also a struggle because super love ko mag-eat ng food, and which is also a problem for those who have PCOS, because we have the tendency to gain more weight, and higher risk siya for obesity or overweight. Hindi naman ako naging overweight at one point, but parang papunta na doon. So that's why I decided that I have to keep myself healthy and be watchful of the food I eat, and again, try to exercise as much as I can. So, saan na ba ako? Sorry, medyo parang magulo yung isip ko. Hindi ako nag-notes actually. Yes, so I decided to be more active kasi nga it's a lifestyle choice na lang for me, because I'm getting older, and of course in the future I would want to have a family of my own. And isang pang problem ng PCOS is there's a tendency for you to have trouble, or it would be a little bit more difficult for us to get pregnant. So in the future, if I have my own family now, I don't want to experience having difficulty getting pregnant. So that's why it's not really as early as now, but now I'm trying my best to be more active. And also, higher risk ako for other diseases like diabetes, heart failure, and other mga disease. So that's why for those of you who are diagnosed with PCOS, try to live a healthier lifestyle. I always say that every day is a choice. because hindi nga siya madali. But I know that we can support each other and kayang-kaya niyan, kakayanin natin itong lahat. And if ever kulang yung information na nasabi ko and you have PCOS, please feel free to comment down below and tell me if there are other symptoms na hindi ko nabanggit or other treatments na hindi ko nabanggit. And then, let's support each other, let's help each other. Because this video nga is intended to inform and bring awareness to all the women out there who have PCOS, and also for those girls na hindi alam na may PCOS pala sila. So maybe you can check some of the symptoms I've had and then you have yourself checked. And this is not to bring like fear amongst us, but this is just for us to be well informed and for us to know what we should do in order to alleviate any further complications, especially in the future. So yes, that's it. Thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful. If you want me to maybe talk more about it, just comment down below. And if you have more information about PCOS, please feel free to comment. I would love to know more about it and be informed about it also. And thank you so much, and kaya natin to, girls. And also, yes, before I forget, for those families, friends, and relatives, special someone with PCOS, try to be more understanding, try to be more supportive of them, and try your best to listen to them and understand what they're going through. If they have mood swings or whatnot, just try to understand them, because it's not, again, easy. But thank you so much, and please, I'll see you again on my next video. I don't know how to end it, but this is again your CDO vlog girl Reg, and have a good day. This is I'll be signing off now. Bye.